What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the uncrowned Otaku. Yay! Latest chapter of Kengan Omega dropped recently, 304. And now, I don't know how we can scale this episode, this chapter, because the fighting, we don't really know how strong the people in this chapter were. Let me catch y'all up. Luohan has inherited all of the Connector's memories, so it's reasonable to say he's probably not on par with the Connector, but within a same similar vein of realm of strength now. We should be able to safely assume Luohan is maybe 50% as strong as the Connector is. That might even be an overestimation on my part. The reason I'm saying we can't be sure is because the people he's fighting we've never seen before. Also, like, the Connector makes everybody look like they're easy work. But the people he's fighting should be of class, of substance. We have these consecutors that show up, number 6 and number 7, Lucky Boy and Scarface. And they immediately, once like Luohan and Nico get off the plane, they immediately just arrive on the scene and they start throwing them hoes. They start, no words need to be said. You already know what it is. What's understood don't need to be said. They don't even care about Nico. They both immediately rush Luohan. And I'm assuming, because Luohan knows the head of the worm, Ch.304 sent them. And I'm guessing he sent them to test Luohan's strength, because they did wait until Luohan was done collecting the martial memories. So maybe Ch.304 sent them to kind of test the water, see how strong he's gotten. I don't for a second believe Ch.304 expects these two guys to win. Now, I don't know how strong these guys are, but they've inherited some of Wulong's, the Connectors, and the Tiger, I guess, is other persona. They've inherited some of those genes, so you would expect them to be top tier martial artists. Now, how strong would they be in consideration to like the people we've seen, like a Kano, or Oma, or a Roland, or Donaire Roland? We don't know how strong they would be, considering those guys are like our top tier fighters. We don't know where they rank in terms of top tier in this verse, but just off the pedigree alone, we have to assume they are similarly of top tier strength, right? I don't think that's a crazy assumption to make. But boy, Luohan with these memories, because before, I'm sure Luohan could fight before, but he seemed like he was low-key a wimp. Now he is handling these guys with ease. They're both like, they're not slumps or schlumps or chumps or anything like that. They're nice. They have good coordination that can only be learned from years and years of practice. They literally were training together since they were a kid, before the program got disbanded that the worm was running. And now you can see, like, they don't even have to say anything. They think alike. They both square up. One hides behind the other. When one goes low, the other goes high. It's crazy combo techniques that would take out a normal man in the blink of an eye. But Luohan, with those martial memories, he literally says, you guys are moving so slow, I could dodge in my sleep. Or maybe he says I could block in my sleep. But the point is, the realm of strength Luohan is in now, everything just seems like it's moving at a stop pace. Kind of like the Flash. If y'all are big on the Flash, when he's running super fast, everything around him slows down. Like Luohan, it looks like kinetic energy around him just moves at a slower pace now, because he can perceive things differently. And he's handling these boys. He hit him with a palm strike, boom, flipped them around, boom, dropped them boys. He's low-key playing around with them, to the point where he says, like, hey, we gotta end this charade. We got like 3 minutes before security gets here. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Boom! And just starts handling these dudes. Which makes me question, like, are they like a Koga and Ryuki level versus a Oma and Kano level? Because, you know, Koga and Ryuki are here. They just now getting nice. Oma and Kano up here. And the Connector's all the way up here. You feel me? The Connector, you can't even measure where he's at, bro. But yeah, so I hate when they throw new people in that we have no like comparison of where their strength lies. But again, because they have the genes of the Connector and the Tiger, it should be safe to assume they are on a top tier scale. They're at least at an A-list purgatory level. I think that's safe to assume. And Nico over there joking around, like they rush straight after Luohan, and Nico's like, oh, y'all don't want none of me? Cool, I'm gonna just step back and watch what happens. Hey, Luohan, focus up. You need all your attention to beat them. Like, he's jokes at this point. When fighters are so cocky that they're like, man, I could joke around, because if they come after me, it's GG. You feel me? I love that. I love that kind of attitude. That's for me. But yeah, this episode is just showing us that maybe it's not going to be Oma that fights the Connector. Maybe it's not going to be Kano that fights the Connector. Maybe it won't even be Genryusai, his name Kuroki Gensai. I'm about to call that man Old Man Yama from Bleach. Maybe it won't be Kuroki Gensai, the Devil Lance, that fights the Connector. Maybe it is going to be Luohan. Maybe all of his plots and his schemes have gotten him to a level similar where he can bang with the Connector. Can he beat the Connector? I don't think so. But I think he could potentially wear down the Connector to a point where Kuroki can then step in and handle the remaining business. We're seeing new competitors rise up in this contest for supreme strength. I'm invested. I hope y'all are still reading Kengan Omega because, bro, it's been a long build up because we know they're trying to get to a fight against the Connector, which the Connector's already said, like, we're going to fight this day. Bring your strongest. They're trying to figure out who the strongest is. So it's been a long build up to that, but I feel like we're getting, like, real plot development here. This is what we're here for. Are y'all still checked into Kengan Omega? Comment down below. Let me know how y'all feeling about the latest chapter, Uncrowned Kingdom. I've been your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. That's the fire that keeps the kingdom burning safe. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace, bros. Peace, 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 peace.